looking at this market, guys, I know, this was one of the hardest trade I've ever taken in the history of trading. I'm not going to lie to you. This is like my third year of trading, and I've never seen a complex analysis like this. Let me show you something. And the only reason why I'm in this trade is because of experience. Now, look at this. Let me take this out. I know I trade ICT model, and this very model is what, sorry, ICT strategy. And in this very strategy, you have kind of trades that may not really have some entry models like this one. Let me show you something. Looking at this trade, this, that knowing fully well that this is all your imbalance from this high to this other shadow. This is your imbalance here from here down to here, and this is the weekly time frame. You have this to be your FVG, guys. How are you supposed to take this trade? Because it was very hard for me, but I have an experience which I'm going to share with you. This is my weekly FVG, and I want to take a trade setup. But how do I take a trade setup? It's not just waiting for shift in market structure, because if you go to the 1 minute or the 5 minutes time frame, you must have already gotten a shift in market structure, yeah. But you might not really trade so much. But this is even below the 50% of the LPG. So I would not really be interested in price action around here, because you haven't gotten to the main threshold of the price, which is this level. So let me tell you something. Before I show you something in this chart, I'll show you another chart here, which is GBP AUD daily time frame. I'll go to the daily time frame, then I'll take you to GBP AUD. So let's go to GBP AUD. GBP AUD. So look at, let me zoom in. Let me zoom in. Now, what do you see? Look at, I know that this is a fair value gap here, and I'm trading into this fair value gap. And because I want to trade into the fair value gap and I don't know the exact point to exit this market, I want to make sure that price balanced up with this candlestick wick here in order to cover up this whole impulsive candle, giving you a complete market structure. I will go again. I am trading for bullish price into this fair value gap, and I want to be in this trade, like get more profit or maximize profit. I don't want to just exit at the mean threshold of this fair value gap. And because I want to do that, I already marked out this low, and this low is where the fair value gap ends. So I want to trade to that point, because after this point, I'm fully sure that we've covered this gap, and this is what happened. Price traded down to this other low, previous day low, balancing up this price action up to 50% retracement. If you look at it here on the 4 hours, this is what that trade looks like. It was a very nice trade setup, and the exit point was one of the best exit point I've ever had so far. And if you can see, this is it. I entered around here, and just right below the low of those days, of the previous day, I exited the market, and right after my take profit, you can see how market retraced swiftly, aligning to the daily FVG. Now I traded this price about last week. That's one thing I talk about experience. As a trader, you cannot just go off the chart and come back after 2 months and 3 months and say you want to come back and have a good entry and a good exit. You have to understand price action. You have to learn almost every time in the market. Now let's go back to the trade USDG CHF. Here's the CHF. So now let me show you how I got that entry. I'll go back to the weekly time frame. Using that idea that I have, that I want to see price cover up this imbalance down to this other week, which was this year. And from that experience I had, that once price do cover up an imbalance like this, there's always a swift retracement. Yes, I'm showing you proof, and I'm showing it happen again. So I was expecting the retracement right around this imbalance. Once it actually cover up the imbalance down to this low, just like it happened at GBP AUD. So that's one of the um experience that I had that made me take this trade setup, because not everybody have that experience, and which was what helped me. Now go back to the weekly. Okay, this is the weekly time frame. Go back to the daily time frame. This is what we have on the daily time frame. Daily time frame, I had this to be a daily order block, although the daily order block was not too defined. You can check the 4 hour time frame. What I saw in the 4 hours was the FVG, this FVG. That was what made me enter this trade. 24 hours, I have this FVG here. So from this FVG, I was able to, you know, take some trade entries here because I have this to be my point of interest now. So I'm not actually waiting at the wrong side of the market. You see, this is an inducement FVG. Then I would now take my entry around the 5 minutes or the 15 minutes when I have a shift in market structure. And yes, this is the shift in market structure around here. 5 minutes, let it load. So I already have this to do the shift in market structure here, and you can see price have actually retraced, and I should be exiting the markets right now because this was supposed to be my exit level, and price has filled up this imbalance, taking out liquidity below this low. So I should be exiting the markets right now, guys. So that will be all. One thing about trading, you must be able to have this experience and also be able to utilize them. Don't just leave the chart and expect price to, always play out the way you want. So let me show you on my NT5. So let me show you what it looks like on my NT5 here. Although the trade is still in, yeah, I'll just set my break even right now around this level, around a particular level here. If I should check out on the 2 hours time frame where I don't have an imbalance, I'll just set a break even, then go out and hope it goes to TP. So this is it here on the MT5. On the 1 hour, I should have my break even around here now. So just in case I'm safe in this trade. Alright guys, do well to subscribe, like, share this video. So let's see how it's going to end. But for me, I'm actually done. This was supposed to be my take profit here, which I did not really take profit, but I'll be closing anytime soon. Anytime soon. Let me check out the 1 minute if we actually have a shift in market structure. Okay guys, I'll be closing now. We have a shifting market structure to the upside, so I'll be closing now. Do well to like, comment, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.